Natasha is here to talk about just how this weather today is just right, as so many people do enjoy the day off. Great day to get out.
Yeah, upper 70s. So many of you probably won't want to head back to work tomorrow.
It's going to be tough, I'm sure.
It's really hard. However, if your work takes you inside into an air-conditioned building, that is where you're going to want to be. We're talking about those hot temperatures for tomorrow in just a moment. But first, enjoying this nice view of STOLLER Winery, 78 degrees. A nice little breeze up and down the valley. Compared to 24 hours ago, our temperatures are down about 7 degrees for Portland. Not much of a change for you, though, at the coast. Okay, red flag warning starts tomorrow. And what areas are included? You can see all highlighted here in red. So this is due to gusty winds anticipated tomorrow, along with very dry conditions on top of that. Still dealing with heat advisories across the state. And, of course, air quality issues that for Central Oregon with that air quality advisory in effect. Red flag warning starts tomorrow afternoon, lasting through tomorrow night. At this point in time, the Willamette Valley not included in that, but you can see up towards Detroit and the western slopes of the Cascades all the way down past Oak Ridge. Now, we get into Wednesday, we get into a fire weather watch, and that's going to be in effect for Hood River, Jefferson, Sherman, and Wasco counties. And that's Wednesday afternoon to Wednesday evening. Let's talk about air quality. We are doing great. We have a northwest wind, which is helping us out tremendously. Good air quality conditions for Portland all the way down to Eugene. Of course, the places where we're dealing with poor air right around Central Oregon. Ben currently reporting the moderate category. Where's the smoke going next? Well, we can see a few hot spots, pretty obvious right here. Most recent fire developing in Weed, California, there just north of Mount Shasta. And of course, the Rome Creek fire and the Cedar Creek fire just outside of Oak Ridge. Notice where the smoke goes next. We'll see an initial push to the north and then to the southeast. But as we get into the next 24 hours, we'll have a little bit of an offshore component. So that wind at the surface will briefly come from the east-northeast. That will help heat us up and could also draw in some of that wildfire smoke and send it over portions of the Willamette Valley. Okay, we've been talking about our lack of rain. Just a reminder, we are in third place right now for the most number of days going without any rain. These are the record dry streaks for Portland. We don't want to be breaking that record, but at this point, 61 days without any rain. This morning's temperature is very pleasant in the upper 50s for you. Portland, Aurora was at 53, 56 for Salem. We'll see similar morning temperatures tomorrow. And then tomorrow afternoon, we really start to heat things up. So after your sunrise time, 7 o'clock in the morning for Portland, temperature of 55 to 57. We get to midday, we're in the upper 70s already. And then by the time we hit the afternoon hours, we could see daytime highs range anywhere from about 89 to 91 degrees. So putting us about 10 degrees above normal by tomorrow. That's that ridge of high pressure. It's taking over and sending many cities into soaring record temperature territory, not just tomorrow, but for several days in a row as that ridge just meanders and hangs out, even possibly staying with us through Thursday. We'll get a little bit of a dip right here, which should bring our temperatures back down into the 80s, but then possibly seeing that ridge emerge on Friday. 7-day forecast looks like this. So tomorrow, low 90s. Yep, low 90s tomorrow. Wednesday, we're back to the low 80s through Thursday. Friday, we're starting to climb back up into the upper 80s to low 90s into Saturday. Saturday certainly could be the hottest one for us. Sunday, we're back into the 80s territory and then getting back to normal by next Monday, but we're still fluctuating quite a bit. And this is the time of year to see that. In fact, coming up in the 5 o'clock hour, we're going to talk about the records that we have for this time in September.
Yeah, so summer just really hanging on in September here. Natasha, thanks.
Well, hopefully